We about to hit you with the recap like Aaron Judge with a bat, because we touching on facts, and plus we up in these hats. It's Knicks Real Talk, and we cut from a different cloth. We cook a Nick broth with a different sauce. We bubble like a hot pot in the kitchen. We dripping on the surface, spitting verses with these bars and b-ball. Cause no matter how far the stars, we see all like a telescope. You can tell it's dope by the way we unveil these news and notes. Check the box score, a top score, knocking down shots. Plus we got a lock for 48 minutes, putting on the clinic. The Cap Lieutenant, they entered the winner. The game is over. We trooping in our temples like soldiers and train the planes and Range Rover. I'm getting up and over the list. We on the BQE and we maneuvering swift. Say Tokyo, but you know we can drift. Cause the pokey be on the low, so you know our flow had to shift. We about to be out in a few. No doubt next time we see you to be on the game preview. It's Knicks Real Talk and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit and you know we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride. It's Knicks Real Talk and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit and you know we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride. Salute, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, what's good? Salute, salute. Knicks Real Talk. You know, we a vibe, man. We in the building tonight. It's the recap, ladies and gentlemen. Knicks at 76 last night at the world's most famous arena. Knicks pulled out a squeaky last night. We're going to get in here and break all that down. Any other news that's out there and Nick Land and all that good stuff. But first and foremost, let me bring in my partner, the other part of the engine that keeps this thing running. My man, Shy Powers. What's good, my man?
To you as always. The family in the chat. What's popping?
Let's get it.
We got the new drip. We got new drip coming out. We got more new drip. It's crackling. It's crackling. It's fire. You see it? It's fire. We got new drip. It's fire. Knicks Real Talk.
Drip,
fire.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, man. Let's talk about what happened last night. Let's talk about it. Let's get it.
Salute to the chat. I'm Diaz, Big Task at hand. Nostalgic Johnny David, Fabian Krem's dad. Queen Darlene, everybody, salute to everybody in the building tonight. Fabian, my man, what is popping? Salute to everybody. Thank y'all for coming in. And Daniel, what's good? Darren, what's good? Salute to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all coming tonight, man. It's the recap, man. Like I said, Sixers and Knicks last night. Knicks put out a squeak of the Brunson Burner. Had to do what Brunson Burner do. Sharp Powers to keep us to get the win. But any win is a winner. Doesn't matter which way you get it, good, bad, or the ugly. Long as you get it. And we did get the win last night. Against a desperate team, haven't won a game in a while, nowhere near where they want to be in the league, but they still got where we are talent. Paul George is a talent. My man, what I said, Tyrese Maxey is a talent. Oubre is a talent. So they came out there and played. Andre Drummond, all of them they played hard last night, man. And we had it going in the first half, and then the second half that they defense been good all year. Pretty much the 76ers from that pressure standpoint, they forced a lot of turnovers yesterday on us, 16 turnovers, which is out of the norm for us. But you got to give credit to Nick Nurse and them guys. They've been doing that defense thing all year. So but they really showed why Tyrese Maxey showed why he's worth $200 million. Paul George showed you why he's worth $200 million in the Garden. You know what I mean? Where everybody want to come to Broadway, no addition. So but they play hard. Like I said, they were desperate. But we prevailed. We played a gritty game, Shy Powers last night. Like I said, despite the turnovers and things like that, we still had enough. But I'm glad to show the fortitude that we had to get, even though we relinquished the lead by 2 points. Jalen Brunson said, y'all know why I'm number one in the league in the clutch situation.
Right.
He said, I'm number one in the league in the clutch, in attempts, in points, and field goal percentage. I'm the clutch dude in the NBA. And he showed it last night, Shot Power. So that was a big time game for Jalen Brunson. But salute to my man Mikal. Like I said, was my man being out. Mikal stepped his game up for us. 19 in the first quarter. He was blazing. Haka Purdy has a good minute. Y'all know Haka Purdy went down, ladies and gentlemen. We'll talk about that in a minute, but he is out 4 to 6 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. Haka is out 4 to 6 weeks, torn meniscus or something like that. So Haka Purdy get well. You still here. You're going to be here another 4 years anyway. So it don't matter. Just get healthy. Injuries is injuries. Get healthy, and we get back at it, man. You be back in the fold, Shop House. But other than that, we won the game, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah. Captain Clutch. You know what I mean? I mean, no copyright, but Captain Clutch, that is what he is. He is, he has shown that as long as he's been here. I remember the games when he was in Dallas doing it, 45 points going back to back with Spider. Bang, they shooting bang, bang, bang. So that's what we have on the team. You know what I mean? And he's doing what he is, Captain Clutch last night. I mean, big time shots. What he scored the last 9 points for us, something like 7 to 9 points or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he is, man. It was a good start of the game, and they got a little lackadaisical. And I mean, they started going. How can I say? They playing a little bit of me ball. Like, give me the ball, give me the ball, and they wasn't executing the team basketball. But they got back to it. You know what I mean? They had to fall first for them to pick it back up. But the defense, it like got a little lackluster, but it picked back up. Evidently, why we won the game. You know what I mean? And it's good that we can have spurts like that. You know what I mean? Because we're going to have a lot of games that happen like this. This is an NBA team that got Paul George on its team, man. Maxey. And let me just say this. 5 years ago, everybody in the Knicks fandom wanted to have Paul George 5 years ago. Right now, I'm good with him, not because of the way he plays basketball. It's about the money, but ain't my money, but the money because of how the finances go. And he's a little older. So, and you telling me you wouldn't want Maxey on this team? Maxey's a stud, man. What about Oubre? You want more Oubre on this team? He's a stud. He gets out there, he gets busy. Knock down 3-point shots, grabbing rebounds, driving to the hole, playing hard defense. So they came back, and we just came back better. And I'm happy that we got the win last night because it deters everybody from talking like, the trade Tom Thibodeau. And all that
stuff. We about getting tired of all that stuff. So that's why you glad they went, just to get. I'm not even front shop out. And like Crim's dad said, Divine smiling. You know why I'm smiling? Because we ain't got to hear all that crazy stuff. For once, we could just talk about the game. You know what I mean? But then when the Knicks lose, you hear everything from guys from everywhere, from every part of the spectrum on a negative thing. So I'm just glad that they won, so we could talk about some of the good things and the bad things. At least we get to talk about some good things as well as the bad things they didn't do. But when you win, you can talk about some good stuff too, and they just don't feel so down. Everybody feels so negative, and that's why you always want your team to win. No matter how they get there, when you want them to win, because that's what they playing basketball for. It doesn't matter how they win, the long as they get the W, that's all that matter. And right now we're not playing our best basketball like we played early in the year. That's understandable. Not making an excuse for a lot of teams. Sometimes you're gonna be a point in the season where you just not at where you were, 2 months, 3 months ago. But like my man said, Darren, or I think it was Darren, if you ladies and gentlemen, listen to Jalen Brunson on the podcast today, and I'm glad that Jalen Brunson had them thoughts on the packet, because that's the same thing in my mind to take mine from what Jalen Brunson was saying today. You always to be get better, but like he said, it's about the playoffs, being ready for the playoffs. He said, and that's what I'm trying to say is like, every game gonna be different. You could get waxed by some of the corniest teams in the league. Like the lower echelon. You got to believe it or not. You look out here and what's going on now. Some teams, you wouldn't believe this team beat that team. Like, wow, this Charlotte beat these dudes, or blah 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 beat them dude. You never think it, but yeah, that's what happened that night. So for right now, when me and Shaw Power used to say tread water, ladies and gentlemen, we really mean tread water. Right now, Knicks is treading water just because of the situation that they're in, whether it's long season, getting to that part of the season where your legs start going a little bit. And it happens every year to every team. You just hit a certain point in the season where, you're not clicking. Does that mean you're going to be like that the rest of the year? I don't think so. I just think you hit a lull in the way you play basketball. And I just think that's what they have. But overall, those Shaw Powers, they still won the game. They still third in the East, and that's good. And Boston lost last night. So, and just like people y'all was picking at us when Boston, not picking at us, but y'all thought our team was trash when Detroit beat us. Detroit just waxed Boston last night.
And I think I know it was by at least 5 or something like that.
A little more than that. I think it might be double digit. But my point is that
right,
anybody can get it on any given night in the NBA. I don't care who you are, you can get it. That's because, like Shaw Powell said, it's the NBA. Every team got NBA talent, and talent is talent. And if you plan the right way that night, and even last night, to make a prime example, Knicks defense was great. They only gave up 105 last night. The problem was Philly's defense in the second half was better than our offense. And listen, I think if everybody go look back at the way Philly played basketball, the reason why Knicks didn't have a lot of assists because Philly is a good team on the pressure in the lanes. Kelly Oubre is disruptive. Maxey is disruptive. Paul George is one of the best defenders in the game over the years.
I mean, let's be clear.
Yeah, they do this all year long, the Philadelphia 76ers. I mean, literally, not just if you study the NBA and watch how they play, they got very good wing pressure, and they do that shit to everybody. So I think in the second half last night, they stepped up their defense. Their defense stepped up, and Paul George started getting it, and Maxey started pressuring the ball. Kelly Oubre started to pressure the ball on the wing. The Edwards came in, gave him some minutes. So they, but the Knicks still scored 110, and even though we scored 109 on the season, but that's a good defense team over there. Don't look at their record, ladies and gentlemen. Don't look at the Philly record. Philly just injured. They don't. Their team don't suck. They just got key players out. You know what I mean? But they had a long game, lose the streak shot power, and they want to try to get a win. They've been losing for the last 7, 8, 9 games. So I guess they bought it last night. But salute to New York Knicks and Jalen Brunson, the captain, the closer, Mr. Clutch. That's when you know you're worth the money you get. And this man been doing it all year for the Knicks. When they need that man to step up in the clutch, he delivers. In the playoff for the Knicks, he delivered. And I can't wait till this team get fully healthy. Now when Jalen Brunson go to the playoffs, it's not RJ and Randall Shaw Powers, it's Cat, it's Mikal, it's it's Anunoby, it's a different. Jalen Brunson can close now with guys who can do damn and shoot the ball the way he shoot it.
Facts. Got closers out there. All those guys that you just mentioned are closers, man. They can close a game with a big shot. Every last one. Josh Hart, everybody in that starting unit, Divine. Yeah. Big time makers right there.
Man, that's what I'm looking forward to, when it goes down to getting toward the end of the season. Like I said, y'all watch the Roommates. I didn't watch the Roommate podcast, but I seen the clip of it on Twitter, and I love the way Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson was saying. That's what made me feel good about this team, Shop Power, because I see how they feel. You don't see them talking down on themselves. You don't see them. They'll tell you they got to get better at certain areas, but what they do say, we know when April come, we're gonna be okay. And that's why I feel so relaxed about the Knicks, ladies and gentlemen, because the players believe in who they are. It'd be different if they didn't believe in who they are. We'd be sitting here like Knicks suck. They ain't gonna do nothing. Well, that's what we believe. They don't believe that. A lot, some people in the Knicks fandom believe the Knicks ain't gonna do nothing, but them guys don't believe that. And for the last week, I've been hearing it because when they lose these games against Cleveland, against Boston, see us on the outside, we ready, but they don't think like that. They like, listen, we good. We good because they understand basketball. They know it's a long season. They know they go through these peaks and valleys. For the first 3 months of the season, think about it. Knicks was waxing the scoreboard. But what happened? Now the legs are starting to catch up because it's the fourth. Now you into your 50-something game, and now your legs are starting. You hit a low, like I said, you catch a point in the season where your legs start hurting you. And now you're not going. But the good thing about it, they did it last night. So I'm excited about it, man, where they going at and everything like that. But on a note, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, real quick, Hawk gonna be out 4 to 6 weeks. Shot Power tore meniscus. Gave us some good minutes last night. But he's gonna be out. Shot Power. And it's a shame. Like I said, the NBA, man, is tough, man. That's why you got guys all over the place. Every team you got your guys just getting injured. I think when I heard somebody saying this real quick, I'm gonna give it to you, pass to you. I think it was either not an old time player or somebody saying the reason why a lot of guys getting hurt because they not train themselves like they supposed to. And see, much you get on Tibbs and them, guys does not train themselves in the off season. So when they come into the season, their muscles, they ain't this shit. But when you come into a situation where your muscles are strong, your muscles gonna endure more pain because they hard. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of players now, they're not doing like them players back in the 80s and 90s, 70s, 80s and 90s, where they made sure that they was pretty much solid. You know what I mean? So, I guess this was happening in the NBA, but that's not to say what happened to Hocker Purdy. Like I said, man, this is a tough thing to be playing in. and he just got injured. But he was playing good last night, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hope that he get back with a speed recovery. He might be 4 to 6 weeks. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it back for the playoffs. If not, hopefully be back after the playoff. He just was coming into his own though, and I was excited to see what I seen him doing last night, and he be getting better at it, man. We just gotta hope that he heal when he need to heal. But prayer to Hocker Purdy, man. Hope everything work out for you, my brother. You get back at it. So I look at it like this here, man. We just gotta get him, continue playing. Good game last night, Shaw Powers. What did you see in that game that you make you think otherwise?
No, the team did what they had to do. They got, like I said, they had a little lack of enthusiasm in that third quarter, but they picked it back up. You know what I mean? They picked it back up. We had big games from the guys like we talked about last night, the 18 to 25 points from our guys and stuff like that. OG had 18-ish, 16, 18. Mikal had 28. You know what I mean? So we were in that range where we needed to be with those guys. And everybody pitched in. I mean, OG 9 rebounds last night. You know what I mean? That's major. You know what I mean? That's major. So, and the time that Hocker Purdy was out there, it looked like it was good basketball. First pass, Jalen Brunson, and first assist, right? If I'm not mistaken, first assist was to Hocker Purdy with the alley-oop. You know what I mean? Looked good, right? I think that was his first point. I mean, the first assist for Jalen Brunson was the assist to Hocker Purdy, I believe. So it looked real good, you know what I mean? And it's sorry that he's out now, that he was starting to get in the rhythm. That's what make it sucks. You know what I mean? And from saying that about Hocker Purdy, I understand why fans talk about we need to put him in, we need to do this, we need to get him ready, do all that stuff. I get it. But in order for him to get the way he's playing right now, and he's still not playing great, he's playing good. He only played to a couple of games. He ain't playing like he about to take it. Yeah, he ain't playing great. He playing better or good. You know what I mean? But he ain't playing great. But we sent him to the G League. We nourished him throughout playing the defense and playing when we have practices, you playing against your teammates and stuff like that. So you're getting practice. So you're getting to learn what the plays is, so all that stuff. So he got a little better with that. I mean, but it's gonna hurt that he was, making the point of, he it wasn't like, he did have some good points last night, but that wasn't like the night before when he didn't score. Anyway, not to get off the subject. I'm sorry, Divine. We just need to continue to play team basketball. The downs of the last game was the defense in the third quarter, and I can't really even say it was more of the bad passing that they were doing, which was good in a sense because they was trying to get the ball to each other, making those team basketball plays, but they wasn't making it, and they had some turnovers. So aside from that, we won the game. How can I sit here and be mad about we won the game? I don't want to fire Tom Thibodeau.
Yeah. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. AP, thank you for that. Ladies and gentlemen, like AP said, one of the probably legendary actors of all time, man. Gene Hackman, man. We grew up OGs watching Gene Hackman. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, AP. Yes, he did. 95. Man, listen, man, that man plays some hell of a movies. I mean, he played so many. It's hard for me to name them. Me being the OG that I am myself. But he played some of my favorite movies back in the day. So RIP to him and and all that good stuff, man. Like I said, we lost Roberto Flack. Yeah, and so it was just tough. We getting like AP said, we getting old, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a fact. The legends are starting to drop.
Right. Yeah, that's why we got we don't front about who we are, man. We OGs, but we know we got a spirit that we love. We try to keep the young spirit, but we know where we at in life. You know what I mean? But you still always got to remember, like I tell my wife, when my birthday comes, I say, how old are you now? I said 17. 17. You got to keep that energy and that spirit, man, and keep them good feelings in yourself, man, because we getting up there. We done seen a lot, ladies and gentlemen, in our days. So even when it comes to these Knickerbockers, that's why don't nothing surprise us. See, that's why some people I think with guys like me and Shaw Powell, we don't get too high or too low on the Knicks because we've been seeing this for years.
Facts.
Go through. We see it for years. So I don't get too crazy about the basketball thing, man. When it comes to Knicks, I judge them game by game because where you playing out on me you're gonna play like this in September. I remember the Knicks was winning to the NBA. I remember '99. Knicks went into the NBA playoffs at the AC.
Right.
Went to the finals. Because at that time they got on their game, did what they had to do, and that's the same way I look at basketball to this day. Knicks gonna be fine, Shop. I ain't worried about the Knicks. I know what they could do, and I seen what they have done. I seen enough from the Knicks, Shop. For me personally, I seen enough from the Knicks to not know when they get in the playoff that's gonna be on the popping, because I seen enough. You know what I mean? And the eye test don't lie, the numbers don't lie. So even though we're going through our slump right now, I get it. And when you're going through a slump, or not what I'm gonna say a slump, but when you're not playing your best basketball, then you got to figure out why you're not playing your basketball, because you're not going to be shooting well. So people are going to critique that. You're not rebounding well, so that's going to get critiqued. The coach might not be. They think the coach might not be doing this and that, so he's going to get critiqued. I get it. You know what I mean? But like I said, we see this every year, all for the last 50 years for me. So I like I said, the Knicks gonna be fine, man. It ain't how you start, it's how you finish. We got some good damn players down there, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let it get twisted. New York Knicks got some good players, and I don't care what happened to Boston the other day in Cleveland. Then listen, that's just a game on the schedule. Just a game on the schedule.
Right.
And last night Boston got beat. It's just a game on the schedule. That shit don't make me say 5-10. It don't make me say get Leon Rose out here. Don't make me say trade nobody. We lost a game on the night, and we got beat that night. So, and you got to keep a level head with this, because you know what? What's going to happen a week from now if we beat Boston? Then what we going to say? Then we going to be like, oh, shit. Now you got to eat crow from. You got to eat crow. so it's all.
Yeah, we're going a 7-8 game winning streak real quick.
Right.
Of course, it's West Coast swing right now.
Yeah.
Real quick. What's going to happen then?
Yeah. We just got to
anyway.
Keep. Well, let's look at it.
Yeah, stay positive. I like what I see with this team, man, and I think that they this, like, watching basketball, a couple of years that I've been watching it and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And this team is one of the better offensive teams that I've seen from the New York Knicks in ages. You know what I mean? I really don't remember the Knicks being a elite scoring team ever. Like, this team could, this starting unit is, put together. You know what I mean? They are. We had some scoring teams back in the days and stuff like that, but I really can't remember. If you want to say the Spree and there was some teams that could get the ball up. You know what I mean? They had some teams but this team right here is a good team, man. And the way they put the team together, they still need interior defense. You know what I mean? And I'll scream about that all year long, you know what I mean? Because that's what everybody else screams about, is the interior defense, you know what I mean? And that's some games, that's how we lose the basketball. That's how we lose a game, you know what I mean, with not having great interior defense. They'll drive down the lane, then they kick it out to a three-point shooter, and now we in the mix match. Now we in limbo. We 50-50. We 50% to go into the three-point line, or 50% trying to defend the paint. So I think we'll be okay, man. I'm not, like I said, we talked about before, about Mitchell Robinson and being a piece to the puzzle. You know what I mean? And what he brings to the table is what we need, interior defense. I mean, and if they want to start him as soon as he come back, or if they want to bring him off the bench slow and steady to get him and to ramp him up, I'm with either way they want to do it, because with him on the court, we can be a little bit better defense. And I mean, it allows our small forward and our shooting guard now to go back to their natural positions and play up on players. Now they can really play up on players and don't really have to worry about if they get a blow by or if they get caught off the pick. They ain't got to worry about it now. Oh man, I got to try to get back fast, and you can't get there. But with Mitchell Robinson there, if you know Mitchell Robinson, I'm a homer for Mitchell Robinson, man. I follow him on fire. I don't even follow Brunson. Mitch, I follow Mitch on IG. You know what I mean? I like Mitch, man. And the biggest criticism for Mitch is staying on the court. You know what I mean? Best ability is availability.
So guess what?
Yeah.
So guess what? Being that you said that, Mitch upgraded off the injury report, up on the injury report. So now he upgraded. So you know what that means?
Game time decision, right? He playing Friday. Everybody was talking about he playing Friday. I wanted to play yesterday at the Garden, though.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, man.
Wait a minute. Did they play at the Garden yesterday?
Yeah, they played the Garden. Yep,
yeah, right. I almost bugged out right there.
Yeah, I know, man. What's up with that? I tell we talk about OG shit.
I was bugged out on that. I was like, did they?
Yeah, that's the listen, that's the OG shit, man. hey, we haven't seen your moments, ain't no problem with it. Hey. But yeah, man, salute everybody in the chat too, man. Real talk, we in here. Like I said, Knicks had to go last night, but real quick, like Shaw Power said, man, Mitchell Robinson makes a big difference when he get back, man. So he was on the injury report. I'm glad about that. But real quick, if you look at what went on in the game last night, we'd break the stats down and everything. But our guys came to play, ladies and gentlemen. The Fire Starters did what they had to do. Later, pretty better stat line I've seen in a while. Brunson 34, 3 of 7. Josh Hart 7, 17 or 4, ladies and gentlemen. Anunoby started, like Tom Thibodeau says, Anunoby started to get his rhythm back. He was happy about that. He liked the way he played last night. So now, as game go back out, he's getting his rhythm. That's true. When the more games you play, the better rhythm you get. So I'm expecting if Anunoby stay on the court, he's starting to get his rhythm in the next couple of games. I'm happy about that as well. But we needed a guy to step up with our big cat being out, Shaw Powers, and Mikal did exactly what we thought he would do. 28, 2 and 3. Got them touches last night, a lot of touches. They was going to him deliberately last night. And that's a sign of a good team. Jalen Brunson turned down a lot of shots because he said this cat had it going. And Mikal had 19 in the first quarter. He was doing that about a couple of months ago, but like I said, he hit a lull, and they do. Like I said, it's the NBA, they do. That's why you're not seeing our team click like the way they've been lately. They just hit a lull. But last night, yes, indeed, and obviously Cat was a DMP. And Haka Purdy came in and gave us a good minute. So what I do like about it, what Haka Purdy did from a rebounding standpoint, what Josh Hart did from a rebounding standpoint, and Anunoby getting you 9 rebounds instead of 3 or 4.
That was big last night.
That was big for us last night, man. That kept us in the game, and the defense was there. When they put him on Paul George, it's a different story. But when somebody else on Paul George was doing the damn thing. And just like I said, when they put him on Jason Tatum, it's a different story. But somebody else on him, it's a different story. So that to let you know how valuable he is, and he had a valuable game on both sides of the court last night. So I'm super to Anunoby. I'm glad he didn't hurt it. He did that feet his foot when he came down. There wasn't nothing severe, nothing. But overall, our starters came to play last night, man. But the closer, Jalen Brunson, did what he had to do in that fourth quarter. That was I really was happy about that. And overall in the game, in general, Shaw Powers, we played last night. Let's look at some numbers right quick, ladies and gentlemen. New York Knicks. 102, 110 to 105. That means we gave up only 26 points a quarter. Good deal there. I think we, other than the second half, I think their defense got at it a little bit, got back into their groove, and then that's where that went from there. But if you look at the statistics from last night, ladies and gentlemen, New York Knicks shot 16 for 20 from the charity stripe. They shot 23 for 29, roughly 79%. 2-point area, Knicks shot 52%. They shot 57 in the 2. No, excuse me, I'm looking at it backward. New York Knicks shot 79% for the charity stripe last night, and they shot 80. We shot 57% from on the floor. Like I said, we would shoot some high efficient shots last night. We didn't shoot a lot from downtown, but we shot good from there. We didn't shoot a lot, but we shot good from there. That was 57% from the floor. They shot 52% from the floor. They shot 32 from downtown. That's why I say our defense played a hell of a game last night, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not. But our offense hit a little lull, and because their defense picked it up in that third and fourth quarter, because that's what they do. That's how they play basketball. And we went 7 for 19, 37% from downtown. Good enough for me for that night. We want to be 38, 39, what we've been all year, but we'll take that compared to what they shot. 44% they shot from the floor. We shot 52% field goal percentage overall. That's what we want to see too, 50% or better. They shot 44. We got out rebounded last night because obviously Cat wasn't there. Haka Purdy can't do what Cat do in the amount of time he was on there, but they still got 35 rebounds. They got 43 over there. And they got in the second half. They got at it. Rebounded, like I said, 26 on the defense side. They had 36 on the defense. We had 9 offensive rebounds though. So the pressure too, and Anunoby them getting that done down there. We only had 21 assists. And we want to be around that 29, 27, 28, whatever. Anything over 25 is good for me. But you want to be 27, 28. We didn't hit that last night because, like I said, their defense, if you look at Philadelphia all year, they got a good wing. Their wing defense is good. They good. And they know how to play lane. They know how to put pressure. Shaw Power, that's what I always want the Knicks to do. You notice when our 3-point shooters get the ball, They 3-point shooter are in their face. They not standing 2 feet back. They in their face. And I think that's what the Knicks got to get to. Because if you get in their face, what they're going to have to do? Put the ball on the floor and get off that 3-point line. But the Knicks did. That's why I said what I was happy about last night. The Knicks ran them off the 3-point line good last night. I get it. They ran them off the 3-point line pretty good last night. And I can see why they shot 32%. Probably they was missing some too. Oubre knocked a couple down. George hit a couple, but other than that, and Edwards hit a couple, but percentage-wise, they only hit 32%. And I think Knicks did a good job in that first half running them guys off that 3-point line. That was kind of the best I've seen in a while. You know what I mean? Since December, when they would run them off the 3-point line. I was like, wow, they got back to that. So they must have had some conversation over the last couple of days. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, 13 steals last night. Woo! For them dudes. They were stealing the ball. Knicks had 6 blocks. Knicks had 8. They had 6. 15 fouls, not bad. Max points in a row, 9 for them, 8. Time spent in the lead right there. It was 44 minutes, but they got that lead with about a certain amount of minutes left, and the Brussels had to seal a deal. Biggest lead, 19. So overall, they did enough to win the game. Shot power, not their best night, but you would take it for what it was. Jalen Brunson, like we showed the starters, Maxey had 30, Bridges had 28, Kelly Oubre had 27, Paul George had 25. They had 3 dudes in a 20-point, 25 or better, 20-point scoring. We had 2 of them. But Anunoby played well. Haka Purdy 8 and 2, good minute for him. Drummond had 7 and 9. Do what he do? Josh Hart phenomenal on the rebound side of the ball. Preston Jewell contributed with 6 rebounds. So we did enough. The bench for the Knicks, McBride had 6 points, Campaign 4, and that's pretty much Sham at 0. But other than that, shot power was one of the nights at the office. We got the win. Wasn't the greatest looking thing in the world, but we pulled out the victory, and you can't ask for more than that.
Yeah, a win is a win. We talked about it last night. If we won by 1 point, if we won by 50, so it fell right in between those numbers, right? Mm-hmm. I'm happy with it, and we needed that win. You know what I mean? I don't know how to say it, but it builds character. We just came off of some losses to come back and have a win. We needed that. You know what I mean? Even though it's a decimated team last night, having 3, 4, 5 of their players in their rotation out last night. You know what I mean? Their team that, if they were healthy this year, we would have been fighting, right? We'd have been fighting with they was healthy. We could have been fighting for the 2nd and 3rd or something like that with them. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Embiid, Maxey, Paul, come on.
Yeah, they had.
Come on, Oubre. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they got Kyle Lowry, that Drummond.
And
come on, man.
Jerry McClain at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, before the season started, I was like, Philly on paper is loaded. They could do some damage, word well, but the injuries killed them. So that's their problem, not ours. But you're right, though.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? This could have been a different way of playing basketball if they would have, how I always say, us being healthy, them being healthy. You know what I mean? You talk about us being bad and all that stuff. Look where we at with what we all had this year. And look what they had with injuries. Their injuries tanked their season this year, in essence. You know what I mean? Kind of brung them down with Embiid, a 30-point scoring on the team. Paul George in and out of the lineup and stuff like that, and all those artillery players that's out that can score baskets, it hurts them. You know what I mean? If we was in the same situation as Boston right now, I could understand people talking about firing Tibbs and the trade for 5 picks and all that stuff. Yeah, I'd have probably been on that line too. But not what we doing right now. Tom Thibodeau got this team running in the winning mode. And every night we don't get out there and win, but we do come out with 8 games. And that was a gritty game last night, man, because we gave up the lead. We could have folded. We could have just been like, whatever. We can't go. They want to let them. Nah, we didn't do that. We came down, hit a big shot, got to stop, got hit another big shot, took the lead right back. Nah, hold up. Wait a minute. Slow down.
Yep.
So we did what we needed to do, you know what I mean? And we wasn't fully healthy last night. We didn't have another 25-point score on our team. You know what I mean? And I'm not even talking about Mitch. I'm just talking about Cat. Another 25 points right from Cat. You know what I mean? Or even if he would have been 25, he could have been 18 with 13 rebounds.
Yep.
I mean, that'd have been good. So I'm waiting for all of them to come back, and I hope Cat come back, and I hope Mitch come back tomorrow. I want them all to be out there. I want them all to be in Jersey. I want them to pick up somebody tonight at 12 o'clock, and they be signed for the game tomorrow. Let's get it.
About real quick, and I just wanted to reflect on both of them. I mean, what they mean. The same thing going through what Philly going through right now. With them, that's what the Knicks went through in the playoffs last year, ladies and gentlemen. Hear what I'm saying? That's how important when you miss some major pieces. Exactly what Philly going through right now is what the Knicks went through last year and in the playoffs. Key guys out, Randall gone, and I mean, Embiid going right now. Some of their top guys going, and some of their most important players. Mitch went down in the playoffs, and then that's what's happening to Philly right now. So and when you missing pieces like that, that's why I don't blink too much about our team. I know, when like you say, when Mitch get here, Cat get here, I think this team gets stronger. And like I said, don't take these games too serious. Detroit got a good damn team. Like I said, they beat us, but then they beat Boston last night, and they beat them good too, through the whole game. So that's to let you know, if you don't bring your A game on any given night, somebody can smoke your butt. And last night, Boston must have bring their A game, and them dudes brought their A game, and they got in them dudes, man. Because that's a rugged team they got down there. I mean, them some rugged too. They rough.
They like what they 6'7". What they ain't like last year. They ain't 15.
It's 6. They creeping up on the Bucks and the Pacers.
6, right? Yeah, they in the mix. They in the mix.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm not worried about the team this year. Because listen, what Tibbs did for this team last year to get us to the second round, maybe to the third. Thank you, Nick Yak. Knicks was Eastern Conference Finals bound last year, whether you like it or not. If the Knicks wouldn't have got hurt, I know if it would have split, we all messed up. But it's the reality of the truth. I'm trying to say, if New York Knicks would have had 1 or 2 more players in that Indiana series, that thing was over quicker than that. You know what I mean? So now a year later, let us go into the playoffs healthy. I just want the Knicks to get to the playoffs healthy, Sean Powers. That's all. We go into the playoffs healthy. I don't give a fuck about that Boston game the other night. I don't give a F about that Cleveland game the other night. Knicks getting the playoffs healthy, anybody can get it. It's Knicks against everybody. It's Knicks against everybody. And they can get it. I'm telling you. They can get it. Knicks in the playoffs, I don't fuck Cleveland. I don't care what they did the other night. Cleveland beat us they even able to beat us that night. They beat us off a back-to-back in an overtime game. Not only they both played a back-to-back, but we played overtime. And so I can see why they beat us by that many points. But I guarantee you that's not – and every time we play Cleveland this year, it's going to be on a back-to-back. But I think when we stronger, then it don't matter. I can't wait. I can't wait till the playoffs get here, man. I mean, for all the naysayers, I eat crow when I got to eat crow. If I eat crow in the playoffs, give me some sweet baby rays, I'll throw it on that money. But to right now, Knicks against everybody, man. Let's get it. You know what I mean? So I ain't never scared, bro. Let's do this thing, man. We got a good team, man. And because we hit a little low, how giddy we was 2 or 3 months ago, we might not be that giddy now, but that shit wasn't no fluke what they were doing. You know what I mean? And they beat some top 10 teams, too. For all that, they didn't beat our high echelon team. That's bogus. I mean, we can go through the score. I can put the schedule up right now, and you can see all the teams they beat in the top 10 this year. So, let's do it, man. Shout Power. This is a good team, man. I'm excited about these guys. But we get that with Mitch. I don't know if Mitch gonna play. He might, because he might come off the team. I don't know if he's gonna play. But whenever he do play, I can't wait though. But I love to get these next 2 games though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would love to go into Memphis tomorrow night, Shout Powers, and win that game. But every time you get past a game like he played last night, the main thing is to get by it. So you got to be better than the night you were before. So Knicks know they got to they know they got to be better than they played last night. So I'm quite sure in their mind when they come out in that game tomorrow, they're going to try to play better than they played today. And I think that's a good time to have that type of feeling. So let's see if they get it tomorrow. I think this team get ready to play, man. Other than that, the numbers were like we went across, man. You had bad nights on certain types, but their defense played good. I was happy with the defense last night. Offense did what they had to do. We looked at the numbers. But Philly got a good defense, man, and they got some good players down there. That wasn't no trap game. Philly got professionals down there, and they got playoff, and they got an all-star down there. They got a Hall of Famer down there probably when his career is over. And they played us last night. They played us hard, and we did what we had to do. When they got back in the game, they didn't fold because they wasn't no bunch of rookie boys or G leaguers. So it wasn't like Philly was going to fold. Like, no. They're going to keep chipping away like we do when we play games. Sometimes you got to keep chipping away till you get right where you want it at, and then you try to win it. And I think Philly did that last night, but I think because of Jalen Brunson, we didn't let him prevail. But other than that, we got the W for Sharp Powers last night. That was good.
Yeah, that's the bottom line, man, and we have to continue to win some of these games, man. I don't believe that the Knicks are going to go 14-14, 50% in the last where we had 28 games. You know what I mean? I don't think we're going to go. I think in the next how many games is that?
24.
24 in the next 24. So you're looking at 22. 12 and 12. I don't think the Knicks are going to go 12 and 12 over the next 24 games. I mean, I have a strong. I believe they could go 18. I mean, I think they could get 18 more wins. They got some tough games coming up, but these are the games that the Knicks got to show people that they're not playing. And the implementation. I mean, the having Mitchell Robinson back can really help. And I mean, it can't hurt. I think it's going to help. He already knows the system. It's not like he doesn't know the system. He just doesn't know the players. And, it's a couple of players on there that he played with, not long, but last year. But it's a couple of them, Josh Hart, Deuce, Brunson. It's a couple of them. Spread out there. Precious, OG. He played with those guys last year. They was on the team when he came back. So I think he'll fill it. I think we have a good team, man, Divine. We talk about this all the time, man. I can whine about it now because I think that the Knicks is going to catch a little stride right now. I think they're going to pick up the pace a little bit. I mean, that was a little tricky game yesterday, but that was not an average team that we played last night. That wasn't like playing Washington or playing the Hornets. That's not a team like that. You know what I mean? And then those teams that I just mentioned, not to deplete them in any way, they have players on their teams. But this team right here, you got Paul George on that team, man. You got Maxey on that team, man. I mean, those guys coming out to play some basketball against you in the Garden. Come on, everybody that comes, we talk about this all the time. Everybody that comes to the Garden wants to play Broadway. Wants to star on a show. They want to be the show for the night on Broadway. We already know what it is.
Yeah, you know what, Shop? And it was crazy about that. Reason why, listen, a team like Philly, they haven't tanked the season, ladies and gentlemen. That's not their intentions.
Right.
Because if Philly getting the play-in, that's all you need to do. You just got to get to the play-in. You get to the play-in, then it don't matter. And Philly right now, Chicago got 23 wins at the 10th spot. Philly got 20 losses. Philly still can overtake them dudes. Philly, as a matter of fact, I think the top 6 is set. I don't think nobody catching nobody. I think it's Cleveland, Celtics, Knicks, Pacers, and Bucks, and Pistons. I think the Magic is going to be hard to make up 4 games in the loss column. They got 31 losses. The Pistons got 25 losses. I think the top 6 is already set. In which order it may end up, I can't say. But I do know from me looking at it from the inside out, this done. It's done. I'll put that there real quick and I'll tell you why I'm saying that, ladies and gentlemen, just because we're having that conversation. If you look at right now and where it's going on in the playoff run in the chase right here, look, Cleveland, Boston, Knicks, Pacers, Bucks, Pistons. Pistons got 26 losses. The Magic got 31 losses. I don't think the Magic going to even I don't think Pistons are going to relinquish that 6th spot. First of all, they're playing better than everybody. They done won 8 games
in the league. In the East.
In the East, them and the Cavaliers done won 8 games in a row. Magic lost 1, and they got with 24 games. Do I think that they're going to relinquish a 5-game lead over the Magic? I don't think so. And at the same time, I think they can get all the way up to 4. I don't think they catch the Knicks. But I think they get up to 4, though. I think Detroit can get up to 4. I think these 3 gonna be battling for that 4, 5, 6 position right here.
They all close too. Now that I'm looking.
Yeah, they all close.
33, 32, 33. You right.
Yep. And I think the way it looks here is Magic, the Heat, looks like the Hawks, and I think the Bulls at that 10 spot. But if Joel Embiid come back, I think they catch them. Because all they need to do was win 4 games in a row. If Joel Embiid, Kyle Lowry didn't get back, I think they move up and get to that spot right there. So we'll see how it goes. But I think the top 3 right there, listen, Celtics lost last night. Despite how much the Knicks are, they still the only 3 games in the loss column behind them. And guess who play tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen? Cleveland and Boston tomorrow night. Cleveland and Boston. If Boston lose tomorrow, and much as y'all ripping us about our Knicks have had 20 losses. They have 18 losses. And everybody jumping on the Knicks crazy like they not good. And look at what Boston at. If Boston loses to Cleveland tomorrow, they have 18 losses, and we have 20 losses. What'd that tell you? So I'm hoping that's how I go down. This thing ain't over, ladies and gentlemen. 24 games is can make a big difference in what happens in the NBA over the next so many games. So let's hope that it goes well for the New York Knicks anyway. But it's interesting the way it's bringing down. But let me bring my man Jay Chosen in the building. Jay Chosen, what's good, my man? What's going on, my brother?
Peace, JP.
Peace. Yo, I'm sorry. I feel like a pile of dog shit. Yo, I don't know. I woke up like 2 nights ago. I don't know what the hell. I slept like 5:30 at night. Listen, if you would, a win is a win is a win. And what I love the most is that we have, like you were saying earlier, no matter what, unless you from an older time, you've never seen a starting 5 that could do what this starting 5 could do. That and I think if they tinkered with that, even if they put Mitch in for and switched it up, however they did it, I still think that it is very prolific. And what I love about this team is anybody on our starting 5 right now, not changing our starting 5, but what we've been rolling with, could win that game for you that night. They could take over the game for you that night. Captain Clutch always going to be able to do that. We've seen Mikhail do it. We've seen OG do it. Obviously, we've seen Towns do it. And I don't know, pound for pound, nobody to me ever rebounded. I'm rebounded like maybe like Rodman, maybe like Barkley, but Josh Hart is a beast, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to put him up there with them, man.
For his height and for who he is, he definitely is. Like I said, when he was out those 2 games, that's a big miss right there.
Big
miss.
Big.
Know? And you could think about it like this, like with the 2 big dogs, with Cat and the captain, they both could score a ton of points. One could do a ton of assists, one could do a ton of rebounds. But what Josh do, nobody else on this team does. Nobody.
That's
and he in other words, he is even keeled. Yep, gonna get you 10 to 12. He's gonna get you, 10 to 15. He's gonna get you another 10 to 12. He's gonna get you that on a night-to-night basis.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, listen, man, I'm excited. It's definitely tight. I was looking at it this morning. It's tight all the way down. It's tight all the way down to that last position in the East right now. So
yeah.
I want to say this too. You see how you were saying, but on paper, Philly had a crazy team. Maybe that's some bad karma for pulling down our man.
Yeah.
All that getting hurt shit. You want to pull down on man? All right, no doubt.
Yeah, but they big dude been, he much as we talk about Mitch being hurt, and B his whole career been like that. That's why I don't trip off of Mitch like that. Everybody got players who just can't stay on the damn court, and but when they on the court, it makes a difference. That's Joel Embiid and Mitchell Robinson. Not Mitchell Robinson, not so much in the way Joel Embiid. He put like this here. Without Joel Embiid, they goes nowhere. Without Mitchell Robinson, we can go somewhere. Might not be further. I think we go further with Mitchell Robinson than without him, but we still can go somewhere. Without Embiid, they ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean?
He's a megastar. It's a different thing. He's a megastar.
Yeah, he's a superstar. Yeah, his numbers don't lie, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody put up 33 and 17 or 14 on the season, I'm like, what the fuck? That's career numbers right there. You know what I mean? So I say all that to say that one thing is interesting to me, and Jay told it real quick, and I let it get back to you. Now talking to Shaw Powers in the background, ladies and gentlemen, I need y'all to talk on this. When Haka Purdy went down, what's your thoughts? Do you go after a center, or do you go after Okiki or TJ Warren, or do you go out there and get a Christian Woods, a Mo Bamba to replace Haka Purdy, so we have a backup center, another center? Because now we down to two centers. Because my man Percy Two is not a center, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get that out there. He's a power forward that can play the center position. Because Tom Thibodeau can plug anybody in anywhere position with basketball. But now that Haka Purdy, if Haka Purdy going to be back is one thing, but I'm still concerned about the short term. What's your thoughts on what should we do? Should we go out there and try to get a center off the buyout? What you do got them two guys I mentioned that Mike, and because they're under $12 million. If you can generate that, I don't know if we can, or do you just say, you know what, slide Pressure Two up at the 5 and bring up Okiki or more? What's your thoughts on that, Jay Chosen?
Nah, we definitely need some help sidewise, and I bet I know what Shaw Power said. He loves his Okiki. I bet you I know what he said.
Right. Oh no, you got your ESP on in this moment. What's up?
Yeah, and I don't even have to be there for that one. What I was gonna say to you is, listen, when I first saw Christian Wood play, I was like, yo, this kid's gonna be nice. Mm-hmm. He had the potential, but how many people had potential and then turned to be a bust. Mm-hmm. Now I think, he was injury plagued, right, and whatever it might be. I don't know his status right now. If he's injury plagued still, then it don't make sense to pick him up. Is he just not playing, or is he injury plagued?
Yeah, let me see. He was out. Now that don't mean that he's not back and he's just not playing. I'm not sure what the Lakers doing that, but I think with the Lakers, right? Yeah, he's with the contract. Because Lakers might be waiting for him to come back. Shit, they need a center. They might be just waiting for him to come back. I mean, Christian Wood got skills. I mean, the motherfucker got skills.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt about it. I think Christian Wood is the best option. And that's why I was going to say, all that, I'm picking Christian Wood.
Me too. Yeah, because the man can get down.
He's like 6'10" and maybe 6'11", right? Isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Could move. He's fast. He had handles. He could get to the rim, no problem. He rebounds. Look, we need size on that. We have enough guards. We have enough shooters. We have enough of all that other stuff. It's really too bad that some of the people on our team, we can't shift and move the ones that aren't playing. So you could bring up like an Okiki, but like a whoever, like a Shaman. I know Shaman's hit or miss. It's so tough.
But they got a roster spot left, right? Shaw Power, they got a roster spot. And I think they will bring up one of them two. Now, and I think OD might have changed the dynamic. I thought might have been last night's injury, right? Because and Jay showed it real quick, and I was talking to Shaw, like, Think about this here. You got Porzingis, Al Horford, Luke Cornett. What's the other African guy played for Boston Celtics, the center, big stick. See, they got a lot of height down there, and that's where the NBA is going. I mean, if you look at them cats in Cleveland, all over the place. I mean, it's like up and down the NBA now. That some of these teams going big down there with 2 7-footers. I mean, Giannis and Brook Lopez and all this shit. You know, so it's interesting to see.
It's true.
It's interesting what is going to happen because OKC now they rolled out Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren. You know what I mean? They now the way the game going, they like shit. We can get 3-point shooters and people who can rebound at the same time. So we got Cat like that. You know what I mean? Obviously we got Cat and Mitchell Robinson. That's what we going with it. That's what Tibbs gonna go with it at the beginning of the season. Jay chose the shot. So that was our play from the beginning of the season. 2 7-footers. So
and you could have almost 2 7-foot if you bring in a Christian Wood and he somehow get a little burn under his feet. You could have 2 7-footers because he's almost 7 feet. You could have 2 7-footers on a regular basis inside the game.
Yeah, right. Cause he can stretch the floor.
Oh my God, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. So,
yep. Yeah. That's also thoughts on that because in chat and everybody because it's gonna be interesting to see. I don't know what Tibbs gonna do. I don't know what not Tibbs, but Leon Rowe. I'm quite sure Shot Powers. They sit down with their collective thoughts, put their thoughts together, and figure all this thing out. I know they got, like you said, they got the 12 o'clock tomorrow night.
I believe they already know what it is, and I think we all know who it more than likely is going to be. As much as I like Okiki because of his rebounding status, his defensive prowess, he can shoot the 3-point shot. Even in the league, though, he had times where he couldn't do those things while he is now playing in the G League. I do understand that. And TJ and Woods would be a nice a compilation to us. I don't know if he's bought out or not. I haven't really looked into it, but that would have to be done already, or he would already have to be on the market if we were to sign him. Now he would have to be in the buyout part of the market. That's the only way that is no trades now that we could trade to get Christian Woods. So it would have to be out on the buyout market.
Yeah, it's buyout. It's definitely buyout.
Right. It had to be. So he's not on the team right now. If he's bought out, I wouldn't mind looking at him, of course. Christian Woods, I like Christian Woods for years, and he can do all those things we talked about. And now you got a 3-headed monster right now. You know what I mean? Three almost 7-foot guys that can really rotate your lineup where you can always keep somebody 7 feet and 7 feet in the lineup, and they can space the floor. You know what I mean? So it's not a bad look, but I think it's already written in the cards already. I think 12:01 we'll hear that TJ Warren is coming up. I think they did a handshake, wink, 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 wink. You know what I mean? Because this guy's been killing it in the G League, and they was talking about getting him when he was training for us, but they just didn't have enough money to get him. You know what I mean? Because of his veteran's deal, so they couldn't spend that extra $5-7 million to get him on that veteran minimum deal. That's the only reason why we didn't
fix that.
Right, that's the only reason why we didn't get him. This year, while they did all this willing and dealing to sit him down and Shamuth and move this one to go down and do this and do all that stuff so they could keep him in the farm system. So I think they say, listen, soon as this thing drop, we're gonna bring you up. I think. I mean, veteran, gutsy veteran. He is a scorer. Yep. He can score the basketball. He's just not a shooter. He can score the basketball. So I think that's the opportune guy that they probably going to bring up if it's anyone. But Christian Wood, I would like to have him there. That we are lacking in depth and height, so he can also play power forward. You know what I mean? Yep. So you can see him in there with Precious. That's a strong backup bench right there. You know what I mean? So
oh my God,
I like the way that could work out.
Yep, real quick. I'm gonna tell you this would have been a strong one too, though. I can't even front. Check it out: Christian Woods, Precious Achua, Josh Hart or Mikal Bridges, Deuce McBride, and Campaign. Yeah, that was a wrap to me. Christian Woods or Mo. I'm gonna put Mo Bamba in there. If he good out of the buyout market, I mean, if he's not out there already, because I don't think he can.
I think he is. I think Mo Bamba's out there too.
Yeah, because when he got traded for in that deal for the Lakers or whatever, they released him. I think Utah, somebody released him, whatever how that went down. But anyway, if it was even him, Pressure Chua, whether Mikal or Josh Hart, who's going to be if once Mitch go back to the starting lineup. So if you got my man Christian Woods or Mo Bamba, Pressure Chua, Josh Hart, Campaign, and Deuce McBride, then I bench this motherfucker solid, yo. That's solid. That's a solid bench right there. You got two guys up at the top who can defend a little bit. He's not a great defender, but Christian Wood will block somebody's shot because he's athletic. He ain't the old Christian Wood, the older Christian Wood. I mean, back in the day, but I think he had do enough for the bench player. You know what I mean? That's why the Lakers
that Rockets Christian Wood.
Yeah, that's why the Lakers gave him $12 million last year, the year before, a couple of years in a row. I mean, I think if he wouldn't have been hurt, Lakers would have been better off because he's talented. You can't deny talent. So that would have been a pretty interesting look for them. They would have that, but like TJ Warren, now you move Pressure Chua to the 5. Now it's gonna be, and I'm still fine with Pressure Chua, Josh Hart, TJ Warren, Deuce McBride and Campaign. I like that. I
don't got no problem with that either. I don't got no problem with that
either. Not at all, because TJ can get buckets, Josh to get his points, and them other guys to get their points. But TJ Warren is a scorer. So like at least when the clock might be getting down to 6 or 7 seconds, you need a cat to get you a bucket. TJ Warren can get you a bucket. You know what I mean? Late in the shot clock, TJ Warren got skills like that. So I definitely
he is a scorer.
Yeah,
there's no doubt about that. He would help with what we always talk about, bench scoring, because he can get out there and get you 14 points. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying consecutive, but I'm saying 10, 8 to 14 points every night that he gets on the court, and that's efficient in the second unit because that's where we're lacking a lot. And I mean, he start getting out there and get 14 points, and Deuce start getting 8, 9, 10 points. Payne gets 6, 7, 8 points. Precious get 8, 10, 12 points. Now we cooking with some fire. Now we got a bench that can compete a little bit, that can help out the starters that getting all these minutes that everybody been talking about all year long, that somebody can come in here and give them a breather of a 3-minute breather plus a timeout. Yeah, that's a rest time for our starters. And I mean, that's what we talk about all the time, but we haven't had no one to fill in the guys. That's what we talk about all the time, man. Our premier 5 guys, we don't have guys that could come in and not at one time we didn't have guys that could come in and sustain the lead or carry the lead or propel the lead upward. That's why the guys was playing so many minutes. You had Josh Hart playing in the starting unit and the second unit with Mikal. And sometimes OG, those three guys always playing together, playing heavy minutes. Why? Because that's almost what the second unit is.
Yep. Hey, you know what's crazy too, though? Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Knicks need a bucket. You put Cat in, TJ Warren, Mikal, and Cat, Mikal, Brunson, and TJ Warren. That's a bucket getting right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they got size too. You know what I mean? They get some size out there. Hypothetically, just when you need a bucket. But so I'm with you on that, Shop Out. I think that'd probably not be the most likely. But I thought after the Haka Purdy injury, would it be something they might think about? They might say, "Hold on, we need to rethink this because of this happened." Sometimes you got to shift on the fly in life and everything. So I was just wondering whether the Knicks shifted on the fly because of my man got hurt, Jay Chosen.
I'm going to look into this. I'm going to look into this real quick too, because I'm not sure if they can still issue out 10-day contracts right now, like to pick up somebody and bring up somebody on a 10-day contract. So I'm going to look that up and try to find out the whole research and see if they can still do it. Because if they can, they would bring up maybe they might think about bringing up a Christian Woods and then bring up TJ for a 10-day. But I think they already gave TJ a handshake, so maybe they will have to get the 10-day to Woods. But I'll look into it.
Yeah.
Look into that, but I'm gonna give some bad news, so we gotta reconfigure all that. So Woods was cut by the Lakers. He was let go by the Lakers, but he's still dealing with he had some surgery or some stuff on his knee or whatever it might be, and he's
Okay.
still recovering and all
Well,
that
that
stuff.
was early. That was around when Mitchell Robinson. Same thing happened to Mitchell Robinson. It was about that time.
Nah, this was a couple months ago. He had redid it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I know he was out because he
Yeah,
did at the beginning of the season. I didn't know he came back and re-injured it. Well, that's a wrap.
yeah. You know, the sad thing is he's 29.
That's what I'm saying. He right around where everybody else on our team at.
Yeah, man, it's unbelievable. So yeah, he took the Lakers waived Woods' knee issue with the big man was waived in order to get Alex Len. If you waiving Christian Wood for Alex Len, you gotta go whatever.
Yeah.
You're right about when he had his first knee surgery, but glaring, his issues are called glaring issues. Glaring issue means negative, like really bad issues. So
Okay, well,
now Mo Bamba, I look around the league right now, right? And I laughed to myself. I told my boy the other day, I said, why didn't we just get Mark Williams when he was let go by the Lakers in that trade? Because now he's playing real good for Charlotte. You got these guys, Richards and some of these guys that never made too much noise. Now they're starting to make noise. They're getting some time. Maybe Mo Bamba is the guy to get. Maybe he is the guy. Maybe he didn't get any burn. Where was he playing?
L.A.
Tibbs, that center whisper. He made Noel look like an all-star.
That's what I'm saying. See, that's sometimes what happens. These guys come and start playing for teams who don't got coaches who could produce like Tibbs do from a development standpoint. So I can imagine Mo Bamba under Tibbs. You know what I mean? Because we know Tibbs and Jalen Brunson are going to try to get the best out of them. Some of these guys, like, they got talent, man, but they on the wrong teams, like you said. But go ahead, Jay Chosen. I wouldn't have a problem. I wouldn't have a problem with that. And real quick, just let me make one thought. Hey, I was saying the reason why I said T.J. Warren, Nick, is because you don't necessarily have I don't think he's gonna be. They looking for him to give him the ball, but you got to remember when you win a game and the shot clock running down. Let's say they accidentally the play breaks down. Let's say the play breaks down, and then Jalen Brunson took out the game, or somebody got a good defense on Mikal Bridges, or their defense might be good on Cat. By having a guy like T.J. Warren, if the shot clock running down or their defense is so good, they got our players locked, he's the guy that can get a bucket. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, not that they depend on him, but if the shot clock running down, they D'ing up Brunson, they D'ing up Mikal, they D'ing up Karl Anthony Towns, because somebody's gonna have a chance to score the ball. And he might be one of them guys compared to what our team is right now. I don't think there's nobody on that team, even that not starting, I'm going to say, that's on the bench could score like T.J. Warren compared to Deuce McBride, Campaign. They could get it, but T.J. Warren really could score basketball. So
yeah, and he's got years under his belt.
Right, he got experience. So
belt.
he understand how to play basketball in that situation.
Right.
Like, he's not going to choke that situation because he done been in the league, done that. He done got big contracts. The cat can score basketball. So that's depending on what's happening in the game at that time, that's the only reason I said if you had a situation where it was Cat, Mikal, Brunson, and who I'm missing? Oh yeah, TJ. If the play breakdown or their defense is that good at that time on Brunson or whoever, at least he got a chance better than Deuce McBride and them to score a bucket. And I'm not taking that away from Deuce McBride because he playing a hell of a year, and Campaign could get a bucket too. But I just think that with that 7-6 frame, that 7-8, 6-7 frame, I think T.J. Warren won't choke in the pressure if he had to let that ball fly in the air. I think he'd be comfortable shooting it because he like to get buckets. You know what I mean? So I think he would be comfortable in that situation. I guess that's what I'm trying to say, but not so much.
He's a big Alec Burks. They fall in that same frame.
There you go.
He's a bigger Alec Burks.
There you go.
That can really score the basketball. He's still Alec Burks is a shooter, and I mean that can score. This guy is a scorer that can shoot. You know what I mean? This guy can shoot the basketball, mid-range, three-point land, drive back to the basket. I mean, if y'all don't remember him, go back to some of his old when he was with the Pacers, when he used to have the corn braids. You know what I mean? The cornrows.
The
You know what I mean? The cornrows.
yeah.
Go back to when he was with them, when he used to play us. Go back and look at some of those games and see how he's scoring in the G League. The guy got a shot. You know what I mean? And if he brings that up to the NBA on the Knicks team, and he could be the guy that you don't scout for, he could come in and have big games, man. Big games. We ain't gonna scout TJ Warren, but pay attention to Brunson. Double team Brunson, can't get the ball. Double, triple team him. Send it off the post to double team him. OG, you leave him out on the thing and let him dribble. Put a long man on him. They can't really scout for him because he hasn't played on the team. He could come in and be a factor.
Yep. And like I said, this is all depending on how the game going. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why make sure when y'all hear me talk this stuff, y'all understand what I'm saying. That's 4 guys I just said. I just said Cat, Brunson, TJ, and who else I said? Mikal, right? You still got a guy there. I'm just using him as an example of some guys even have bad nights. Like nights like Mikal have a bad night. Kids might say, I'm gonna put this dude in there. It all depends how the game going, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's how I was coached. So I'm not saying put him over anybody. It all depends how the game is going. You understand what I'm saying?
But he could.
Right, he could, because it might be some dudes ain't clicking that night, even though they worthy, but they not clicking that night. You know, and we do have what's been Achilles' heel of the Knicks bench this year, ladies and gentlemen, consistency.
Yep,
some night Campaign got it, some night Campaign don't. Sometimes Shabbat got it, sometimes Deuce got it, sometimes Deuce don't got it. All depends on the game situation. That's all I'm saying. If it was a game situation and the Mikal didn't have it, you might be better going to TJ Warren that day. If Anunoby don't have it for that particular play, and he having a bad shooting night, you might be better going to TJ Warren instead of Anunoby or Mikal at that particular time, because he might be got it going. So it's game action to me, Sharp Power and DJ Chosen, depending on how the game going. That's what I mean by this. It's good to have a guy like TJ Warren, just depending on the way the game going. You know, because sometimes you're scared to launch the ball because your shot ain't there. You understand what I'm saying? You're having a bad night and you in a pressure situation or a clutch situation, and you might get hesitant because you ain't been making them all day or all night. So I think guys like him help the Knicks, and because our bench has been 30th in the league all year in scoring, ladies and gentlemen. Our bench is 30th in the league, so you know it's good to have guys like good. Hopefully they can bring him up and get a power. Hey, salute to my man Ron. Ron was good, my man. Eyeballs, my brother. I see you. Was good. Y'all know what it is, Ron, in the chat, man. Salute to Ron, man. You know what it is. Y'all make sure y'all hit the brother up, man. I don't self-explanatory. You know how you get down on Saturdays and NBA report and all that, man. Him and my brother John and do the damn thing, man. So salute to you guys, real talk. But Sharp Power, we got a game tomorrow, man. We ain't gonna hang in too long. We got a game tomorrow. Good game going, guys, against the Memphis Grizzlies. Big game tomorrow. Jay Choden and Sharp Power. It's a big game tomorrow, man. I would love if Mitch come back. That's beautiful. If he don't come back, next man up. You throw who out there. You go out there and try to beat Memphis. You know, last time we played Memphis, we beat them dude down about 40 points. So you know they're looking to. We'll talk about all that tomorrow anyway. But it's a big game tomorrow, man. That's the number 2 team in the West, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Or they done went down 1 or something. Let me see where I'm at with that. Bear with me. I don't want to false advocate. Yeah, they number 2. I was right. They number 2 in the West, ladies and gentlemen. They have the same record we have.
Yeah,
Denver got the same record we have. So let's not get it twisted, ladies and gentlemen. We beat both of them.
How good we are? What happened, Divine?
We beat them 140 to 102, and we beat them by 122 to 1 something. So let's not get it twisted.
Right.
Let's not get it. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, y'all got to start sleeping on these Knicks, man. They beat the Grizzlies by 38. They beat the Nuggets by like 15, 16. I think they beat the Rockets. The Lakers got us, but we see them again. We beat the Timberwolves. And the Warriors coming up. So we see them. So let's get it, man. But it's gonna be a fun game. It's gonna be a big week. We got Miami, ladies and gentlemen, 6:00 on Sunday. So y'all make sure I remember that's gonna be an early game Sunday, 6:00, down there in Miami. But other than that, Jay Choden, man, what's your thoughts on these boys? Anything you want to talk about? What you're feeling on the Knicks, man? Anything you got to express yourself? Whatever, holler at your man.
Express yourself. Man, feeling like a pile of crap. I'm trying to get my mind together. Yo, I'm gonna tell you this, man. A win is a win is a win. I'm really, you win by half a point, you win by 4,000 points. It don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about the fact that we always predict a score, and we never predict the Knicks being on the bottom of that score, and nor should we ever.
Facts.
Because we have an opportunity to win every time, and I think you just talked me into, out of all the people we were talking about prior, you just talked me into TJ Warren. Period. He's a dog. So one thing we've been lacking heavy, our Achilles heel, big time, has been our bench. He's a dog. So you have a dog in the starting lineup with, or however it might go with Hart, or if you have Hart and Warren running together, that would be nuts too. So remember this one thing: a bench is not supposed to be 5 people coming off the bench. Bench is supposed to spell 2-3 people at a clip, keep a couple in, then keep those guys in. The other 2 come in, maybe 2 more go back out. So look, I'm definitely hyped. I'll be good with getting TJ. I'll be good with looking in if Shot Powers find anything out about that the 10-day contract, then I would want to go with a center, a backup big man, even if Mo Bamba or whoever it might be. I'll take that with TJ Warren. I'll be good with that because we got enough guards. So good win, no matter what, against a big rival. Don't forget, they might be whatever they might be, hurt and all that. The Phillies are rival. So they playing tougher against us than they would against most people. Believe that.
That's
so
right.
Good win.
Yep. Hey, you know what? It's interesting, and let me make no mistake about it. That because you bring up TJ Warren and O'Keefe don't mean they're gonna play now. They not in the rotation, but
Right.
They don't know what to say. They just taking the 15th spot. You know what I mean? That don't even mean they're gonna be playing on the Knicks on a regular basis. Knicks pretty much got their squad there. You know what I mean? Unless Thibodeau feel like they can make more noise than what he got there. Just because they pick up TJ Warren, just because they pick up O'Keefe, don't even mean they're gonna be in the rotation.
Facts.
They don't mean that. I'm just looking at him from what he could do with a basketball. I know if they needed him, I think that's a good guy to have on your roster on your roster if something happens. Look what happened to Hockey Purdy last night. So it's always good to have a guy who got talent on your roster. That don't mean TJ Warren even going to play for the Knicks in the regular season. He might be like Matt Ryan for the Knicks might know, because they do got to fill a roster spot. So who knows? But I don't think it's a bad guy to bring up here. I don't know if he's even going to play in the rotation. You know what I mean? I really don't. Because like I said, don't get me wrong, he's nice with the buckets, but the defense is suspect. And I knowing Tibbs, listen, Shaman might not be getting you no more points, but you ain't scoring on him neither. Shaman like a Frank Ntilikina. Can't get you too many points, but you ain't scoring on me though. You know what I mean? And he might be happy with that. I don't know. I don't know what Tibbs' line of thought is. I'm just saying from the way it looks right now, that's what he's doing. But let's see, man. Whoever come down here, who they fill up that roster spot with. Let's hope that if they can contribute if something go down. Because like I said, I really believe that if the Knicks thought that man was gonna, they would have been up here already. And then, I'm sticking to the stuff. I'm not even gonna front. If you in the motherfucking G League, then you in the G League for a reason. Because there's 29 other teams in the league. You know what I mean? Let's not get it twisted. You know what I mean?
True. It really is true.
You in the G League, and if everybody looks scouts at G League, I think. I mean, look at Moses Brown just went to Dallas. Kyrie Irving gonna get the best out of him probably. But like I said, who knows if he's gonna stay on that 10-day contract? I don't know. But like I said, remember, ladies and gentlemen, these cats is in the G League for a reason. They there for a reason. Because like I said, if that's the case, it wouldn't be no G League. You would have picked up everybody, put them on the NBA roster. And do we think TJ Warren better than Jacob Toppin? I don't know. They ain't sport him up here. Do they think? I don't know what. I don't even know what's wrong. What's up with that? I don't know about the money thing or not. I don't know. But believe what I'm telling you. If the Knicks really thought O'Keefe and TJ Warren, when we was going through them injuries, they would have bought them up already. To be honest with you. But now they might have to do it because I don't know if that's a mandate to have 15 men on the roster. I'm not sure if it's a mandate. Maybe that's why they're doing it. I don't know. Shot Powers, but whatever it is, I'm glad with what we got. And Mitchell Robinson be back hopefully tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be big. I mean, if he played 3 minutes, I don't care. Just in those 3 minutes, he get to get on the floor and and do some things, man, and just get comfortable playing against NBA competition. He probably banging with the cats in practice now. Still ain't and it's not like going up against another opponent. You know what I mean? So I'm happy about that, Shot Powers. I'm glad that this cat is between now, tomorrow, or the next day, and a couple of more games. I don't know. We will see Mitchell Robinson finally make a appearance in a Knicks uniform, man. And I'm thrilled about that for sure.
My big thing for tomorrow's game is to see Cat and to see Mitchell Robinson in uniforms. That's my big thing, and that's what I'm going to end it on. That's what I'm waiting to see, and hopefully that they'll sign somebody before we get on tomorrow so we can sit and talk about it, because I think it's going to happen. I think they're going to do something. The loss for Huckapurdy could warrant them to go look for a big man. I mean, that is definitely something that they may look into, or they may run the three-headed monster with Precious, and Precious get less minutes at the center position, and Mitchell go out early, and then Precious will come in, and then he'll go out and play the center and bring OG back in or something like that. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully by tomorrow we'll know who we picked up, and hopefully by tomorrow night's game that Mitch and Kat is playing tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit real quick before we leave. I'm gonna tell you why this is important. That's why I think they should go get center. Remember, Mitch coming back off an injury and Kat injured right now.
Yeah.
We got wings. We got a lot of wings. We got guards and wings. I think we go get a center. If Mo Bamba was literally out there to go get, I would get him, because what happens if Cat can't play another couple of days? Not going to re-aggravate the knee.
That's what I'm saying.
We need.
I would have got him anyway.
Yep. So I would love for them to do that, just in case. Like I said, man, this NBA it's like a lot of injured plague year this year. Everybody can get injured. Everybody. I mean, that's why I think the rate might be down a little bit, because you got guys like a Embiid out. You had guys like the Orlando boys out. You got a lot of guys who got talent players been out this year. But I would love to see the Knicks go out there and try to get it. If they don't keep Moses Brown, then you bring Moses Brown in. I just know we need size. We was small without Mitch. Now you lose Huckapurdy, we smaller. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting to see how this thing go. But whichever way Knicks roll, but we still a good team. I know that much. I don't care no matter which way Leon rolls and Tom Thibodeau put this thing together. I ain't worried about it. We'll be okay. But I would really love. Not only I would love to see Mo Bamba, just bring that New York kid back in here, man. Bring that young Harlem man back up in this mother, yo.
Yeah, so me. Come on.
Bring that young Harlem boy up in here, man. Let him be able to play in the city that he was raised in. That's like Pressure Chua, New York boy. Go bring Mo Bamba in here, New York boy. Let him fuck it, whatever. You know what I mean? 7'4" can do what he do, and we ain't after them to be no saber, nothing. We just need him to fill us some minutes. Mo Bamba get you a couple of blocks and a couple of shots here and there. Also a couple of shots at 7'4", and I know Tim to make a play defense. I got to call Leon Rose. Let me get my phone out. Shit.
You see what it
email.
Let me get my speed dial up and shit.
I don't even want to call. Let me send him my email express.
The email to do like, Leon, what's up, man? You said you was on some Tony Soprano shit. Well, make this shit happen for your brother, man. Get this cat. Yeah, man, it's all good. But listen, man, we be in tomorrow, man. We got the game. What time is the game tomorrow? Let me go ahead and make sure I'm on the right page tomorrow. Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, Warriors beating the Magic with 1 minute left, 119, 114, 109 with 119 left. If that go that way, that's why I said I don't think the Magic are going to catch Detroit. If they lose tonight, and that's the way that go. Bucks got the Nuggets by 3 in the third quarter, 69-66. Obviously, want the Nuggets to win that game. Bucks take another L. That's pretty much all it for the East Coast. But tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, before we go, let me go over there because you got some really good things popping off
in Boston.
Yeah, we got some good ones real quick, and I know we got to get out of here, man. So we'll put you to 9:30, which is 6 more minutes. We get out. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, Nuggets and Pistons, but that's a back-to-back. Obviously, you want the Nuggets to beat the Pistons, obviously. Thunder and Hawks, they in the play-in. Cavaliers in Boston, ladies and gentlemen. Cavaliers haven't beat Boston this year yet. Let's see how that goes. I would love for Cleveland to beat them tomorrow, though.
Thanks.
Cleveland beat the Celtics tomorrow. We beat the Grizzlies, but now we only 2 games in the loss column. Like I said, they got 18 and they got 20. They got 18, we got 20 losses. This thing is far from over, ladies and gentlemen. Anything can happen in the NBA. Another good one on the doctor. I did Pacers and Heat. I love Khalil Ware and Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero and them to smack the Pacers tomorrow. And we win. We pick up a game on them. And then we'd be at like a 5.5 lead on them. But that's pretty much what the NBA is for the so that's an important game for tomorrow. And then I think the next couple of games is interesting too. Obviously Nets and Pistons. Nets are playing everybody well, but they just can't hang in all the way. Mavericks and Bucks. Bucks going to be out there in Dallas. That's a good look for us. And but here's the next one. Sunday going to be really good. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, Celtics and Nuggets. Blazers been playing pretty well. Did you see that dunk that Shannon Sharp threw down the other night? What's his name?
Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp. What's his name? What's his name? Start with an S.
It is Shannon Sharp. It is Shannon Sharp. Yo, you know what? I just got bugged out in my head because I'm thinking about the tight end.
Yeah. He threw one down on somebody last night, man. Listen, dunk of the head, damn near. But anyway, Sunday.
That team's going to be amazing, by the way. Portland is starting to look great.
They look good, real. But you got the Celtics and the Nuggets. That ain't no easy game for the Celtics, ladies and gentlemen. Cavaliers and Blazers. You got Miami and Knicks down in Miami. Like I said, they got a good team down there. They not without the energy of Jimmy Butler, but they still got a good young team down there. And Bulls and Pacers. So it's going to be interesting the next couple of games, man. Because we got to lock in, man. Because like we're going to go on a trip pretty soon, and the next important game for us is going to be on the 4th. Knicks and Warriors. But the Cavaliers and Bulls, Bucks and Hawks. So we got to keep this thing going, man, because anything can happen in the next couple of games, man. Like you said, here's what was interesting to me, Shaw Powell and Jay Chosen. See, Boston just went on a winning streak. That shit might be tapering. You know what I mean? They lost to Detroit. Yeah. What happens? They lose tomorrow. So that winning streak they was on, they might start going the other way for a minute. Legs might start getting tired for a minute, just like the Knicks legs getting tired for a minute. Let's hope that's the case with the Boston Celtics, and they can mess around and slip up in the next couple of games. You never know. Next thing you know, I would love for us to win the next 2 games. We can get out of Memphis and get out of Miami with 2 wins, Shot Powers. I think we're back on track. 40-20. We can get out there in the last 2 wins. I think we'll be okay.
I concur, and ain't no doubt about that. We've been talking about those numbers all year, and I think the Knicks got a nice little run in them. I think the Knicks can win these next 2 games before we go out west, and we going out west tomorrow. I mean Midwest, right? So yeah, before we see Golden State and all those teams over there, I think we can get a couple of nice games in here. Even though Golden State a different team with Jimmy Butler over there, but we can get a couple of good wins going on this little span right here, and it's going to just propel us to greatness. And I mean, I think the Knicks. The biggest thing for me is to see what happens tomorrow. If Cat is back, if Mitchell Robinson is back, and who they picking up from the buyout market. Those are the biggest things that I'm worried about right now.
Yeah. Well, Jay,
you know what? Not only that, but especially against these 2 teams we're about to play right now, you get these 2 big fellas back. It's a whole different thing, because Memphis, Edie, and they got a couple of big guys on their squad. We definitely need to have at least one of these guys, come back. And I would love for them to just, stay healthy, be healthy, have a good, and have a good run. Just go on a good run. But and then go out west. We're definitely gonna need them.
Yeah. I think that's going to be the pretty much. I think what the Knicks banking on is just get Mitchell Robinson in a little rhythm, 2, 3, 5, 7 minutes, a quarter here or there. Nothing major. Yeah. Just to get them acclimated. At least right now, anyway. You know what I mean? The first couple of games, then Jay Chosen maybe try to get them going for get the energy back within the 5 games. Then ramp it up when they need them to. But I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm happy, man. I'm excited for him to come back. He's a Knick. I know when he's on the floor with the Knicks, Knicks could play. They could play a different style of basketball. Like I said, I don't think Mitchell Robinson his whole career, since he's been on the Knicks, ever played with an Anunoby and a Mikal Bridges.
No, definitely not.
So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that. He never, since he's been in Knicks, never played with 2 dudes like that. And I'm looking forward to. And Josh Hart added to that equation. Obviously, he played with my man Deuce O'Brien, but damn, Mitchell Robinson with Anunoby. Oh man, holy Christ, that is crazy to have 3 dudes in your starting lineup who that defense minded. I think they'll rub off on Jalen Brunson and them. I really do. And it takes the pressure off the cat. Let's see how we get it, man. But listen, man, we're going to get out of here.
And then it makes our bench better, too, because of that. Oh, my God.
Somebody going to the bench. I don't know which one it is. But if they start Mitchell Robinson, one of them good dudes going to the bench, that's going to make Knicks better.
In my opinion, because of the way he rebounds, I would put Hart on the bench because you need the extra rebounding on the bench. The extra go, and Bridges, they could flip flop. It doesn't matter. To be honest,
that's true.
You can do it per game. You can flip it.
Yeah, exactly right. Because even though no matter who go there, they still going to get starter minutes.
Right, 100%.
I think
Josh Hart's getting starter minutes.
Yep. That'd
be closing out games.
And the pace. You know what I like about that? I could see Josh Hart running with Cameron Payne and Deuce Bryant and Pressure Chua. I could see that fast break in a sense. You know what I mean? Because them guys play up tempo too. Josh Hart get that ball, him and Deuce McBride and Cam Payne, them and Chua going downhill. I don't have a problem with that. And all four of them dudes could defend.
And he would be the vocal leader on that. I think he would do a lot to help them young boys, especially not Payne's not young, but to give them hype and energy and all that stuff that they've been looking for. I think he does a lot for that, and then you got the big guys on this team. I hope it would be sheesh. And that starting lineup is nuts.
What else? You know what's good about that too? Just to add on to what you were saying, Jai Powell. Jay Chodes, excuse me, Shaw. When you're in a certain situation, the IQ and the maturity, it's just okay. You know what? We need to do this. Here, come in this huddle. Josh Hart can pull them together. Like, listen, guys, blah blah blah. Because he's a veteran in there. You know what I mean? He could pull. He could say, listen, we need to do this. We need to do this. We need to pick up the energy. He could be that quarterback in our second unit. Because he would have been that second. He was that $18 million backup guy, like profit them. Because, like I said, if Mitch would have started the season, Josh Hart would have went back to his position when he came to the Knicks. He always been a good six man. He would have been six man.
He was trying to stay on the bench. Remember? Yeah, he was trying to stay on the bench.
Yep, he's 6 man of the year easy this year the way he playing if Mitch would have started the season. So I say all that to say that there's gonna be fun having I think Mitch come back, they're gonna listen from the words of Tom Thibodeau, not mine. It ain't got nothing to do with the mine. Tom Thibodeau said we haven't played our starting center all year. That's Tom Thibodeau words, not Divine. We haven't played with our starting center all year, says Tom Thibodeau.
Which also means we haven't played with our starting power forward.
Right. Because that's the reason why we brought Cat over here. That's the reason why we got Cat over here, to get another big with Mitch. You know what I mean? So they kind of implementing what Minnesota did. And I truly believe this, ladies and gentlemen. If Rudy Gobert, Cat, Jaden McDaniels, Anthony Edwards, and Mike Conley got them to the Western Conference Finals, then I believe Mitchell Robinson, Cat, Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, and Jalen Brunson can get the Knicks to the Eastern Conference Final. Because I think this team is better than that team. That's why I don't sleep on the Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. I know shade that none of them do over there. I think Cat on the Knicks with this group of guys is just as good as them dudes that he was on. I think Anunoby is better than Jaden McDaniels. Even though Jaden McDaniels is good, ladies, I'm not knocking. They both play good defense. I think Cat is more seasoned than he is a little bit. And I do think Mikal is playing at a level that Mike Conley might not be playing with. I'm not talking from a scoring standpoint. Mike Conley is one of the most savvy veteran point guards ever played the game, for I'm concerned. But I do think our team is better than that one, Jay Choden and Shaw Powell. So I think that was Tibbs. Too bad the season had to start the way it did, but that was his game plan. So you know what? Even if Mitch come back and get comfortable, I think it's going to happen because I think it makes sense to me. Everybody in the league going to them two 7-foot shit. When we play Miami on Sunday, you got Khalil Ware and Bam Adebayo down there. You know what I mean? And I do think you put Anunoby back at his natural position, and you put Mikal. What I like about that now, I think Mikal will get more. His touches will be a little different. Because, Mitch not coming in and taking nobody's shots away. He's not taking the ball out nobody's hand. So I think you will have, a little bit more flowing. It might help out Mikal more than me, Jay Choden, if Mitchell Robinson start. You see what Mikal did last night when he got on damn touches. You know what I mean?
Right.
So let's see how it goes. I don't have a problem with Mitchell Robinson, Anunoby, and Mikal. That's a solid defense, and you got 2 1A dudes who getting buckets anyway. I think that makes for a pretty good team. Let's see how it goes, man. For real.
Oh my God! And our bench, and then we finally have that bench 6-man. So it's only good.
Well, listen, man, we're gonna get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all for coming in, man, on a recap, man. We really appreciate everybody in the chat. Y'all already know, man. Thank y'all for coming in, man. And we lock in tomorrow, man. Just get ready, go ahead and see the Knicks battle Memphis out there. The game, I think that's what I did to let you guys know. I apologize that tomorrow the game is gonna be at 8 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see y'all at 6:45, 6:45 tomorrow. We'll be in here with the pregame, man. Thank y'all for coming, everybody, man. Hit that like and subscribe for your boys, man. I know it's pretty tough with the Knicks content world right now. You know, we coming off a lot of low energy when the Knicks losing them 2 games, man. We got to keep the spirits going, man. The season ain't long no more. We got 24 games left. Hope the Knicks can go. I need 17-7, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I'm asking for. I need 17-7. You know what I mean? And I think they're capable. I think they're capable. See, I think we hit our lowest shot power. We hit that little valley for a minute in the last couple of games. It's time for us to start peaking again. Like you said, it's time for us to get on a run. So let's hope we can start this thing, man.
19-5.
Yep.
I need that 20-4 right now.
I think you guys are gonna have to be with me on this one, ladies and gentlemen. I think we got to do that 17-7.
I'll take it. I'll take. You know what?
I'll take 50.
Yeah.
I just want the third spot or higher. I just want a third spot or higher. We can't get it. And like I said, let Boston keep slipping. We got Boston again, ladies and gentlemen. What about we play Boston, and when we play Boston, we behind them, we down 1 game. You know, that's why you don't never count this stuff out. Don't worry about that ball we took against them the other night. We'll see them again with Mitch and them guys, and let's see how it goes. We might be in a better, it might be a different game, ladies and gentlemen.
And even though we let ourselves get out that game, the way we fought back in that game, I'm telling you right now, I think that we get that second spot, sky's the limits, man.
Yeah, keep it up, man. Real talk. Yeah, salute to everybody. Salute to Nick Yak, Queen Darlene, the whole chat, man. Nick Yak, thank you for always dropping them jewels up there, Nick Nack. We appreciate you, man. Real talk. HRM the Great, salute to you, size 9, on Dias, my man, everybody. Crim's dad. I know a lot of my man Ron came in the building. Appreciate you, Ron. Real talk, Darren, the whole chat. No matter which way it go, Nick fan, let's go, everybody, man. No matter which way it go, man, our Nick's gonna be okay. So we just gotta host the treadboard and hold it down. But I'm excited about what's moving ahead. Child Power, my brother. See you tomorrow.
All right.
Hey, chose them and get well, man. I wish I could mail you a teaspoon of this stuff. I've been sitting in there for like 6 years. That moonshine, I knock all that shit out you. But the drip, ladies and gentlemen, the Knicks Real Talk Fire drip. You know what I mean?
I'm feeling that.
Yeah. Hey, we in here, man. Y'all be seeing it pretty soon on the regular, man. Y'all go out there and shop it, cop it, and lock it in, man. We're gonna have some playoff drip and everything, man. We trying to hold it down, ladies and gentlemen. We try to do, just do our job best we can. Not the best we can, because we always can be better, like Tom Thibodeau say, we always can get better. Even Knicks Real Talk, we always can get better. And that's what we striving to do, just like our Knicks, they striving to get better. And by the end of it, we be really popping. Let's get it. But listen, you guys, man, enjoy your night, shot. See y'all, brothers, man. Peace to the chat.
Ready.
Chat, peace.
Peace, brother.
Peace.
We about to hit you with the recap like Aaron Judge with a bat, because we touching on facts, and plus we up in these hats. It's Knicks Real Talk, we cut from a different cloth. We cook a Nick broth with a different sauce. We bubble like a hot pot in the kitchen. We dripping on the surface, spitting verses with these bars of b-ball, because no matter how far the stars, we see all like a telescope. You can tell it's dope by the way we unveil these news and notes. Check the box score, a top score, knock it down shot. Plus we got a lock for 48 minutes, putting on the clinic. The Cat Lieutenant, they entered the winner. The game is over. We trooping in our temples like soldiers and train the planes, the Range Rover. I'm getting up and over the list. We on the BQ eating, we maneuvering swift. This ain't Tokyo, but you know we can drift, cause the pokey be on the low, so you know our flow had to shift. We about to be out in a few. No doubt next time we see you to be on a game preview. It's Knicks Real Talk, and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit, and you know we about the vibe. So let's ride. It's Knicks Real Talk, and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit, and you know we about the vibe. So let's ride.